Crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, in a city steeped in baseball history. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. So the Boston Red Sox, with major expectations, they're among the favorites this season. Chris, they'd love to build on that postseason appearance from last year. Do you think it could be a springboard for them?
I do, Boog, because these guys have already got the building blocks in place, and you make the postseason, you know you've got a shot at the title. So the experience will definitely help them this time around. But it's a long season, and they're going to have to do the little things right and stay consistently on top of their game. And that's the best way to take home the Commissioner's Trophy, in my opinion.
First pitch coming your way next. We see Hunter Green nearly ready to go in this one, Singy.
Yeah, looking back at his 2025 season, Green's fastball averaged just 99.4 miles per hour. Good enough for tops in baseball among starting pitchers, and we all know the story. When Hunter is on the mound, you better get ready for some high velo action in this contest.
Swing and a foul. Straight back.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. That one ripped right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay in there. He's safe.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Luis Gonzalez digs in now. Swings up the middle. What a stop. To first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. And stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz. Swings through that one for strike 1.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Green, a former All-Star, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here on opening day. Time called. Fights it off. He'll see another.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Breaking ball, and that got him. Man at first, Albert Pujols getting ready to hit.
Ball that close.
1-0. Uh-oh. Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch now. First and second, 1 out. Pudge Rodriguez. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Runners on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Save. Double steal.
In this game, you got to take what the other team is giving you. And right there, they were giving him a steal at third base. Didn't check his lead. Catcher doesn't throw very well, so you got to take that back. Get your team that much closer to scoring a run. They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
This one in the air, center field. Myers has a beat on it. He's got it. Both runners tagging. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Now here's the switch-hitting power threat, Carlos Beltran. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That's a ball. That's outside. That's a ball. Ball 2. Green, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Swings through that one.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game,
outside. Nope. Ball 3. That one in triple digits.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have it.
That's a base hit. Run scores. And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead. Manny Ramirez now at the plate. That one fouled off. The 0-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Red Sox already leading. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won a round. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. Right through there for a strike.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Eugenio Suarez stands in now and watches strike 1.
Low inside.
Liner, base hit. And that one's going to get into the corner. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And that's a double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now it's going to be Tyler Stevenson. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Gets the K, and that ties the career total of Randy Johnson. This is J.J. Bleday. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Middle outside.
Gets the K, and that ties the career total of Randy Johnson.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
4-seam fastball.
2 on, 2 outs. That one not close. Now 1 and 2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Gets the K, and that ties the career total of Randy Johnson. Back here in Cincinnati, so stepping in for Boston, Adrian Beltre. Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Check swing, he held up, and the count even 1-1.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
Cut on and missed at 101. That's strike 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Ground ball left side. Suarez throw to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And next for the Red Sox, Chipper Jones. Foul ball.
They're being just too aggressive at the plate right now. They clearly wanted to go for it early in this one, but it's mostly just resulted in swings and misses. Maybe it's time to slow things down just a little bit.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And the batter now, Joe Morgan. Foul ball there. Man at second. And there's a foul ball. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Green checks the right. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Jackknifes out of the way.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Inside. Full count now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder Luis Gonzalez.
And so 2 on with 1 out. Red Sox already lead it. Luis Gonzalez up next for the Red Sox.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a foul out of play.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
And a 1-2. Oh, that got him as well. The third batter he's hit with a pitch. At the plate, David Ortiz. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
There's a swing and a miss.
Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And it was a strike. The call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. All loaded up here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That's ball 2.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. That misses. And a full count now. Got him swinging for the K.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Albert Pujols. Hit by a pitch his first time and then came around to score. This one in the air right field. One runs in, and it's off the wall. Runner around third. He's safe, and they clear the bases. It's 6-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Brandon Williamson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now a chance for Pudge Rodriguez. And it's fouled away. Now a pop-up on the infield. Suarez under it. And that's the third out. Down to the bottom. Opening day here in Cincinnati, and always a good time. You know, Singy, this Reds team may have been swept by the Dodgers in the wild card series last year, but they made some noise.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to Terry Francona as well as their pitching staff. It was the loudest of the bunch. The Reds leaned on those arms the entire year. The offense had its moments, but make no mistake, that pitching staff was the reason the Reds reached the postseason.
Next for Cincinnati, Sal Stewart. That's in for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Gets the K, and that ties the career total of Randy Johnson.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Slider. Middle inside.
Strike 2.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Gets him easily, ends the inning. Boston leads off the third inning here on opening day. Singy, looking back at their 2025 season, it feels like the Red Sox had an up and down year, but they still reached the postseason.
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up, partner. They traded away Rafael Devers in June and still went on to play in October. What a year it was for the Red Sox. And I think the future is pretty bright with players like Garrett Crochet and Roman Anthony.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And they'll do it again. This ball's chopped to the ground. Suarez throw to first in time. And one away in the top of the third.
Up next
Here's
for the
some
Red
real
Sox,
power at the
left
plate.
fielder,
Manny Ramirez struck out swinging his first time. Check swing. He went. And 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. That one lifted to left. Bleday settles under this one. And there are 2 outs. Well, even the league leader has to let someone else feel good once in a while. Adrian Beltre up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball that's outside.
In the air to left center. Myers on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. On the ground right side. Pujols steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Ellie De La Cruz will hit next. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
4-seam fastball.
The 0-2.
Inside.
Gets the K, and that ties the career total of Randy Johnson.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
That one hammered but pulled foul.
4-seam fastball.
0-2 now. Gets the K, and that ties the career total of Randy. All set for the start of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Chipper Jones. That one ripped left field. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. He sends a rocket to left. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 7-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Joe Morgan. And that's just foul. Morgan, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, a member of the 2000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And that one hit to first. Steer